officials here today. Reese finding Cardoso, puts it back too hard off the backboard, still gets it. She's got those soft hands and she puts it back just like that.
And that's going to be really important for Cardoso and the Chicago Sky here today. Teresa Weatherspoon told us before the game, we need to get back to the inside-outside game where they're coming off of a loss against the Mystics. They want to clean some things up.
Caitlin Clark's first 7-point performance in a win against Atlanta, the last game that the Indiana Fever played, has had trouble shooting the basketball in the last couple of games consistently. Mayberg,
a lot for her three.
Good entry pass and a post. A few WNBA rookies have done that in the history of the league. That's how good Angel Reese has been. Boston gets another touch. It blows past the Sky defense.
Boston rolling to the rim. Those two have good chemistry right now.
Avery leans in. The mid-range jumper is pure.
So she just needs to stroke it.
Kelsey Mitchell tries, returning the favor back the other side.
And this is where Chicago's tough, Lisa. The boards.
First attempt for Reese, rims out, but she gets it right back.
Reese.
Clark gets freed up from up top. 13. And Clark penetrating. Opens Kelsey Mitchell. A one-person break sometimes.
The Sky are the best in the league at the old glass. I mean, that is how they manufacture extra points.
Smith leads in. That's her first two.
Smith is such a tough player. I think she's so overlooked, too. With all the talk in this team, she's another player.
Half of the Sky's total here so far. Mitchell against Carter.
And the Chicago Sky.
And Kelsey Mitchell, rims out.
But you like the idea, Indiana.
Dana Evans checks in. Now she's a sub coming off the bench and she hits her first shot.
Yeah, and that was a decision that Teaspoon felt was just a matchup thing, and Evans is so good, held it well, and taking it.
Samuelson with her first shot. She's kind of feeling those birthday vibes.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
little bit.
Happy birthday, right? Good ball movement.
Celebrated her birthday in her last game against Atlanta. Angel Reese with a bucket.
That reverberates for a while.
That's right. Samuelson again. Pump fake. She walked with it, though.
She has eyes in the back of her head. It's not just her offense. It's her ability to see the game.
Carter penetrates. Well, she has been like a microwave coming off the bench for the Sky, but starting in her first game this season.
Carter's lightning quick.
And talk about the physic here coming off the bench. And in her 4 years, remember she finished third in the 6th player voting last year. Back in that role this year.
And that takes a lot to be a spark.
Kennedy Carter picks the pocket or picks off the pass and lays it in for two. And the Sky, they started shooting this game 4 of 14, but they've been a perfect 6 for 6 in their last few tries. Wheeler off the bench for her first bucket.
And see, that's because there was a gamble there defensively. And you got to be so careful to pick your poison, pick your spots with gambling.
Good ball movement by the Sky. Reese up against Aaliyah Boston, who gets her. Reese is calling for a foul. She won't get it, and here come the Fever. Well, Boston has gotten Cardoso once, and now Reese a couple times.
But Boston has such long arms. She has really good timing with her block shots.
Wallace, high off the glass. Aaliyah Boston, offensive rebound.
It really looks good. They're starting to come together. They started out shaky, and they've come strong.
Angel Reese out of the game here for the Chicago Sky. Carter penetrating. You know, there's speed, and then there's Kennedy Carter speed.
Yeah, I think she can continue to do that every time she gets the ball. I mean, this is where they can really pick Indiana apart, is going downhill, penetrating. A lot's going to happen out of that.
A 3-look falls. shoots about 36% from the season. Knocks down the first one.
Indiana's getting those shots because of their ball movement on the offensive end.
They're 3 of 4 from 3. Diamond DeShields now coming off the bench. Cardoso tips it to herself, finds Evans, and she pulls the trigger, not there. Erica Wheeler, one of the veterans here for the Indiana Fever. We're tied at 23, and Wheeler misses a lay-in. Izzy Harrison gets her own miss and puts it back. Count the bucket. And an and one.
And that's a really nice post up from Harrison initially. Lengthy player.
Izzy Harrison's going to get more minutes. Elizabeth Williams out indefinitely with a torn meniscus. And the starting center for the Chicago Sky, there she is in street clothes and doing her best to be a good teammate in that role. But Harrison will get more minutes. Cardoso and Reese, we've talked about the top. They'll get added minutes. Brianna Turner could get added minutes. 1 second to shoot. Clark, I don't think Clark or the Fever knew it.
I don't think so either. And together, remember last year, this was the youngest team in the league, and they're still really young.
Caitlin Clark has played the entire first quarter for the Indiana Fever with her 7 points that, by the way, matches her entire total of the last game against Atlanta when she had 7. Hull closes out on the Mabry shot attempt. And Clark
then the Fever. So that's what happens when you get extra chances. And that was a key moving into this game. Christy Sines said, we've got to not allow so many old boards.
Yeah, the Sky took 11 more shot attempts in that first quarter than the Fever did.
That's huge.
And a good dose of that offensive rebounding. You heard Mabry talk about it. These two rookies, Cardoso and Reese, who defended Boston nicely.
What a matchup between those two, and she did a nice job just not fouling. Got to just move your feet and contain.
Sochi Clark starting on the bench to begin the second quarter. Angel Reese still out of the game for the Chicago Sky. 6 now to shoot. Dana Evans takes a peek, a little bit of contact, tosses it up. This is where you need a 6'7" player like Cardoso as a big target.
Throw it up.
Or a quick trigger by Mabry and beats the shot clock from the baseline.
She doesn't need much time, that's for sure. That'll work.
Mabry, a really hot start, 8 points. 8 of the first 28 for the Sky. Mitchell from up top.
Or from anywhere on the floor. She's been on a team where she has had struggling offensive players, and she's really been their franchise leader.
Second all-time leading scorer in Fever history. Mitchell is, and Harrison gets win that challenge.
Yeah, I thought she would win it as well.
So no more challenges available for the Indiana Fever. If they had won, they would get one more challenge left for the rest of the game. Harrison gets wrapped up, stays with it, and a jump ball. This front court by the
offense, and their offense is starting to flow, but it's the communication defensively and that ability moving forward, that's going to determine a lot of their success.
Ball goes into the hands of Boston. Yeah, the Fever had 3 straight defensive stops against the Atlanta Dream in their last game. And really something that they were celebrating and something to build on. Harrison, 1 and done on that Fever possession. Harrison gets the rebound.
And a lot of the defense is trust. And that takes time, and that's a nice pass there to Cardoso. You see she's going to get the touches.
14 baskets for Chicago, 10 coming in the paint. Boston turning against Cardoso. They work it around to Samuelson. That arcing shot. She's 2 for 2 for the Fever.
See, when Boston catches the ball, she knows when to kick it out, and I think that's been creating opportunities for her teammates to knock down shots. Samuelson is a great addition to this team, another floor spacer along with Clark.
Offensive foul against Izzy Harrison. Well, the first quarter, she had no points and 1 shot attempt. Carter, good defense on Mitchell. Sky with an opportunity. Reese back in. listen up. Allen in trouble, into the hands of Carter, fades it back. Cardoso, another offensive rebound and putback.
You're seeing what Cardoso is very capable of. This is her wheelhouse. She's going to get the garbage baskets because of her ability to offensive rebound. Really great nose for the ball. You've got to put a body on her.
An 11-2 second chance point advantage for the Sky. Here goes Smith, challenging Reese. Talking to us pregame about execution, playing through the bigs. That's got to be a strength for the Sky.
Absolutely, and that's why they're continuing to get the touches in the paint.
Avery's their best three-point shooter. The Sky struggle from shooting the three this year. The third worst three-point field goal percentage of the season. Clark steps it back to her left. Smith battling for it, takes the contact, count it. The foul to Cardoso. Boy, that was something to watch. Melissa Smith, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the field. Can't get the free throw though. A little bit of chaos off the free throw miss. Sky retained possession. Seventh tie of the ball game. Locked at 32. Carter behind the back. Cardoso nearly another offensive rebound. Mitchell triples into that three-point attempt. It's good.
You know, that's Mitchell. When she can get out and run, the three ball falls for her. When the defense is scrambling, that's where Indiana can take advantage in the transition game.
Percent from three for the season. They're at 71% in the first half. And we head back the other way. Indy on a 7-0 run. Smith looking to add to it. Allen post feed and a push on the post defense there on the block against Melissa Smith, defending Angel Reese.
I do like the way these two teams match up. You know, when you look at the teams in the W, these two teams have the typical post players that match up well, and then some good guards. And that's why I think you see such a competitive game between these two teams too.
Avery this time trying to post up against Lexi Hall. Will pull up. Angel Reese snatches it out of the air, puts it back. Body bucket and one. And Reese blowing a kiss to the crowd.
She stays who she is, doesn't she?
Love it. On a moving screen. That's on Smith. Diamond to Shields. You're going to get some contact when you decide to penetrate. And Diamond letting them know that she's frustrated with a no foul call on that penetration.
What a really nice play, and we know Diamond Shields is so capable of getting to the rim whenever she wants. And for the shot. It ended up benefiting her. She made it.
It did. It was looking maybe for some more. She'll penetrate again off the glass. 2-point entry for the Sky. Mitchell behind the back, between the legs. Carter now picks her up. 2 quick players. Playing with a heavy heart here on Father's Day. Just recently lost her father, Mark. First basketball season that she has played without her dad on the sidelines watching.
Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard.
10 points though for Mitchell here today. Cardoso gets wrapped up by Boston. Those 2 South Carolina players are something.
They play hard.
Clark had a quick 7 points and that's gone cold. Mitchell misses that shot. Diamond to Shields pulls up short. Here's Wallace. To a cutting Boston. The Sky forgot about her.
guys for Boston is so tough. I mean, she's a post player, but you can throw it to her while she is streaking. She's got the ability to put it on the floor.
And it's championship in 2021. Candace Parker returning back to Chicagoland, where she grew up.
Yeah, just recently announced her retirement.
I was hoping she'd play forever.
Me too. I thought maybe she'd have maybe one more year.
Samuelson is whistled for the foul. That'll be number 2 on Samuelson. Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule here coming up. And you look at Connecticut and Vegas, that should be an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly got to be circled on your calendar. I mean, obviously, Connecticut's been extremely tough. And Vegas, I'll be on the LA-New York game coming up. A lot of good games here. We saw New York just beat Las Vegas a couple days ago.
And for more on these games,
yesterday.
please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Clark directing traffic. Inside 2.5 left to play here in the first half. See Angel Reese's numbers, 9 points, 7 rebounds, maybe another double-double for her here today. Clark getting wrapped up. Dana Evans physical defensively, and she's whistled for her second.
And she's known for that ability to defend, and they've got her on. And you know, that was interesting. When we talked to Caitlin Clark, she did say that one of the things that she highlighted that was different from the college game is the quickness, specifically. The quickness of the players that she is playing against that are guarding her. You look at Dana Evans and that quickness.
Fever get another chance at it off of the Samuelson miss. Wallace for 3 from the corner. One of the rare 3-point misses here for this Fever team, now shooting 50% from 3.
And they're getting the opportunities, and they've been hot. They've got to continue to take them when they have them.
Reese doesn't have a 3-point make in her WNBA career yet. Won't pull the trigger there. And Dana Evans will, though, her second of the day.
And a nice decision from Reese to kick it out to Evans. She saw she had her open in the corner of her eye, and she knocked it down.
Caitlin Clark scoreless. It's 5:51 left in the first quarter, and she post feeds Aaliyah Boston. They're building their chemistry.
They are, and she said that that's been taking place lately, and that's a really good sign for this team because the two of them have to work well together.
Now 3 assists for Clark. Boston has 8 points.
And Clark knows if she's covered, she's going to find someone.
Evans with the floater. So take a few of those for the Sky. Here's Mitchell on the push. Air ball.
Already coming up. All-Stars, that's right.
Different kind of summer. Of course, there'll be a break to the season with the Olympics underway. Karina Mabry off the mark. Clark scoreless this quarter. Trying to find some space. Goes reverse style. Her first bucket since 5:51 in the first.
See how she maintained her dribble there. She didn't get too sped up. Stayed with the basketball and got a really nice reverse layup.
She's got 9 points. Mabry from up top works off the Harrison screen. It's like a foul away from the basketball.
And that's the kind of stuff that she's got to continue to reinvent with herself. We know she's
generating second chance opportunities here for the Sky.
Right. And they're tracking down the ball really well, and that's what's such a key. And what they're doing every single possession.
Boston gets the first touch of the third quarter. Solid move for the last year's WNBA Rookie of the Year. In the starting spot again here in the third quarter. The first time that they've started this year for the Chicago Sky. Backdoor cut from Mabry.
Mabry is continuing to move without the basketball. She really started out this game hot, and now I think she's starting to move a little bit more, and that activity is going to get her open looks.
She's got 10 points, the leading scorer for the Sky here so far. We talked about, played the entire first quarter, had 7 points in that quarter, 9 points in the first half. Smith gets blocked. Boston misses everything. Carter in and out dribble. Tries to back down Mitchell.
Might have got away with a walk there.
Reese to Mabry. Her first three-pointer of the game, and she's got 13.
And you know when Mabry gets hot, she gets hot in a hurry if she gets those opportunities from distance.
Backdoor baseline cut. Mitchell gets it. The assist to Boston.
Yeah, that's a beautiful cut. I mean, if you're overplayed, that's what you've got to do. And Mitchell knew it, and she's so quick.
Kennedy Carter trying to find the seam and gets wrapped up. Mitchell helps her up.
Now, can Kennedy Carter continue to do that? She did a lot of that in the first quarter. She's got to keep doing that.
And with Carter, she had to sit out, had the 3 personal fouls in the first half. Now is a starter here today. Carter on the left side. Transition points here for the Sky. What a start to the third for Chicago.
Yeah, I think Carter creates a mismatch for almost every team in the league, but especially here against Indiana. They just can't stay with her.
Sky haven't missed a shot this quarter. Perfect 4 for 4. And they're outscoring the Fever 9-4. Clark's first look at the third. Marina Mabry, another one. Back to back.
And that's a miscue. You've got to be there on the catch with Mabry. She does not need much time to get that championship games.
You saw the picture of Reese and Cardoso, the connection to high school. Camila played for Hamilton Heights Christian Academy in Tennessee. An Angel for St. Francis in Maryland. And a hook against Angel Reese, her second.
A lot of questions about her shoes.
Got the Barbie shoes, sporting the choker shoes here today. 4 seconds to shoot here for the Fever. Smith back into it. She's got 8 points in the game.
Yeah, she picked up those 3 quick fouls in the first half, and we didn't see her after that. So good to see her back on the floor.
Mabry the post feed to Reese. Backing down Smith. Gets her own miss. Puts it back. How about another time? It'll stay here. Chicago Sky basketball. Tiffany Blackman, what's the story behind these Joker shoes?
Going to be and drops them off sometimes at 5 a.m. in the morning. She says she's open to ideas from other people if they want to DM her.
Tiffany digging for the good stuff. I need a shoe guy.
I do too.
You got a shoe guy?
Does she ever say, I don't like these, I'm not wearing them today? I can't see her saying that.
Transition lock, Mitchell. The feed from Wallace. Now the Fever have responded after a good start by the Sky here in the third. Carter off the bounce, the blow by.
I think they're going to continue to go to Carter because that is what has been exposing the defense for Indiana. Laterally, they're just not staying with Carter one-on-one. And we heard Christy Sides talk about that with Tiffany at the half.
Lindsay Allen steps in the way of that pass, goes up against Caitlin Clark, who lets her go, misses the lay-in. And Carter whistle for the foul against Clark. Looks like might be sending Dana Evans to check her out. Wheeler penetrating baseline. Floor. Love that interaction between Teresa Weatherspoon talking to Kennedy Carter. They got to keep her in the game here somehow. In and out, squeezes out for Clark.
You're more used to be on the floor is probably what she said.
Reese can't get it. Clark with the basketball. 9 total points in the game. Steps it back from 3. Knocks it down. Caitlin Clark's second deep shot.
Nice job there, just creating her own shot off the dribble. Little step back, needs that space. She's calm, she's not getting flustered.
12 points in the game. Allen gets blocked. Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark. Shovel pass, Boston.
Look at that. Multiple players touching the basketball. Unselfish play. Clark demands so much attention, she makes the extra pass.
9-2 run for the Fever, and 2.5 and counting. Mabry has had the hot hand in the third quarter.
As she's finding her rhythm from all over the floor.
Clark penetrating. A quick 5 points.
Yeah, that's a good job. She's being overplayed, and Clark's got good ball handling skills. She's able to take Lindsey Allen off the bounce there.
Reese going against Smith, who gets her. Smith with her second block. Into the corner for Wallace. Can't get the bounce. Aaliyah Boston challenges Cardoso, who picks up her second personal.
And also, notice,
You know, you translate, well, why is Caitlin Clark still up for a college award? And that's how quickly the season changes. When you play your final game of your college career, you transition into your pro career in the WNBA.
right, and you know, a lot of talk about the Olympics and her not making it. Now, listen, I would have loved to see her make it and have the experience, because you never know in terms of injuries if you're going to, we mentioned that at the half, but you'd hope that she stays healthy if she can make it in 4 years. But on the flip side, she gets to rest. She gets a break, hasn't rested since college. You just said it. It's been a tough, grueling grind.
None of these rookies have Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, the other rookies who have made it into the WNBA here this year. That's just the way it goes year in and year out. Dana Evans taking the contest.
Evans has come in, and she is such a spark plug. When she's coming off the bench, I like her coming off the bench.
She seems to be more comfortable today in that role. You know, she had 2 career starts coming into this year, where she had started the first 12 games as a starter for the Sky. She was up for 6th Player of the Year last year. I mentioned that she finished 3rd in the voting last season. Clark, hammer. 3 Sky players coming over.
At the top, the official is pointing to his head here, and I think they're going to look at this.
First trip there today. She gets one more. Clark to Smith. See some daylight into the lane. Can't finish it. Alyssa Smith averages about 11 points per game. She's at 8 here in the game. Harrison turns, draws the foul against Samuelson, her 3rd.
And Harrison, who, you know, is continuing to, like you said, get more minutes here with no Elizabeth Williams. And they're going to call it if you catch it and you take it and you're aggressive. We've seen that here.
What did the Sky lose in without their starting center, Elizabeth Williams, out with a torn meniscus? She is going to have surgery. She was, at the time of the injury, 7th in the WNBA in terms of block shots, 5th in terms of offensive rebounds. And by the way, you can't replace the leadership, the calmness, the composure that she provides to some of the young players while playing on the court.
Yeah, she's a huge loss. And another post player that Teaspoon has in her pocket. It's incredible how many good posts she's got on this team.
7 to shoot. Reese again with the bump against Clark.
Yeah, I mean, that's consistent. That's the right call. It's a hand check. When you are dribbling, when you're dribbling face up, you know, meaning front to the basket, they call the hand checks.
It's now 4 personal fouls. 3 coming this quarter for.
But a textbook hand check call there. It's not like when you have your back to the basket, when you're a post player, you can put the check out, but you can't there.
Perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and just like that, she's accumulated 18 points. inside 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And a traveling violation. The Fever have gotten 11 points off turnovers in this game. Cardoso tips it away. I do think the Sky have handled the atmosphere really well.
They have.
Just, you feel these, which could be huge momentum shifts for the Fever in a sellout building.
And they're responding. Finding her niche.
Allen steps in the passing lane, takes it in for the lay-in.
Good anticipation by Allen. You saw she's just reading eyes, reading passing lanes. You got to use the pass fakes a lot when she's around.
2-point game. Boston against Cardoso. Tosses it away. Back-to-back turnovers now for the Fever. A minute and some change left in the corner. Harrison in trouble. Walked with it again.
And she's saying that she's not walking, but she is dragging her pivot foot. I don't think she's realizing she's got a long stride, but the possession before, they called a travel on her, and I thought she did walk.
And in the pro game, you get a 1-2 count. It's different than the college game, but you're right. I feel like she kept her pivot foot down there, and there's a walking violation back the other way. So when I talk about a 1-2 count, that's talking about steps. You get a 1-2 in the pros. If you progress to 3, it's
That's a walk. Right, right.
Clark's got 3 turnovers today. Michaela Onyanwere has checked in for the first time for the Sky. Evans was looking for her, but a reach-in foul on the Fever. Leah Boston's first. Angel Reese still sitting on the bench.
Well, they're calling it both ends of the floor here. Pretty tight.
4 personal fouls for Reese. Well, 5 times this season, Angel Reese has gotten to 5 fouls. Hasn't fouled out in the game yet. Mabry in and out.
Close differential here between shot clock and game clock.
Pocket pass for Boston. Somehow gets rid of it to Hull. Final few seconds on the corner. Evans has Mabry. Clark breaks it up.
Good hands from Clark. Just preventing a potential 3-point play there to end the quarter.
6/10 left in the quarter. Evans from the sideline. Feeding Cardoso, puts it up. That could have been as starters here today, and it'll be those 5 starters who open up the 4th quarter for the Chicago Sky. Same 5 starters for the Fever to open up the 4th as well. Reese having a tough time with Smith. Angel Reese in the 3rd, no points. Missed all 4 of her shots and picked up the 3 personals. Hall penetrates left side. Had a straightaway lane to the bucket.
Yeah, and that's going to happen for Hull. Hull is somebody that's going to really benefit from the smothering of Kingland and Boston. She's going to find some openings.
Mabry was fantastic in the 3rd quarter for the Sky. Had 10 points and didn't miss a shot, but she misses her first shot of the 4th. Reese with another rebound. And 1 point off of her 6th straight double-double. She's got 12 rebounds to go with her 9 points today. Jab step against Smith. Can't get it.
She's having some trouble on Smith. Smith just bodying and maintaining position. And see, that's what you're going to see happen.
On the money pass, Clark to Boston.
And you see Indiana is in attack mode. They want to try to get it inside.
Clark's got 6 assists. To go with her 18 points. Pass deflected by Clark. Carter chases it down, floats it in and out. And Reese And loose ball foul. Reese might have just picked up her 5th. She did.
Yeah.
Angel Reese has 5 personals.
That was the only question mark as to whether or not Teaspoon should have started or not. This.
Cardoso tips it away. Boston turns and faces Mitchell. 3-pointer on the way. Carter takes the contact, count the bucket.
That's what Chicago was missing when Carter was out with foul trouble too, is her offense, her explosive ball.
First start of the season, Carter, 17 points that she's put up. Angel Reese back on the bench. Question is, how long do you keep her there? 7.5 to play in the quarter. Fever with a 72-69 lead. Mitchell no-looks it to Smith. Cardoso came down on it, and another foul.
And that time Cardoso
He's in with a shoulder injury. Smith knocks in the first.
She's got some kind of sleeve on there that she's trying to get used to as well, which Teaspoon said that, as well as the conditioning, has been a factor.
So this is the 13th game for the Sky, but just the 7th game for Cardoso. And Smith in double figures. 4 Fever players in double figures. They close it out on Mabry. Not giving her anything on the penetration. 7 to shoot. Cardoso tried the post feed. 4 to shoot. Mabry has to put it up, nothing but net.
Mabry's the one you want with the ball in her hands at the end of the shot clock.
20 points for Marina Mabry. 12 coming this half. Smith takes the contact against Harrison and deflects. She's been tough.
Really been assertive this quarter.
Second personal to Harrison. 3rd team foul for the Sky in this quarter. All with Angel Reese on the bench, sitting with 5 personal fouls. Again, the clock is ticking. Allen nearly loses it. Carter comes up with it, whips the pass to Mabry. Gets the friendly bounce.
Mabry is so efficient. When she puts it up, you think it's going in. I mean, most of the time it is. Good hustle from Chicago there. They have really stayed in this game. Just when you think Indiana is going to pull away.
Said it has helped her tremendously in her game and trusting her one-on-one abilities too, and being able to hit shots, guys.
Good stuff.
She's needed a game like this. Her last 4, shooting 29% from 3, gets blocked by Clark.
And you know, it's tough is that she was really their only shooter. Samuelson.
Clark's got 14 blocks in her WNBA career, and it ends with a Boston bucket. Momentum.
I can see why she's putting her in now.
She sat 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Hand off to Carter. Trying to find daylight. And Smith with another rebound. 13 points, 7 rebounds for Nalissa Smith.
I expect to see them go at Reese. Get it to Nalissa Smith here.
Clark, no points this quarter, but she does have 2 assists. Smith up against Reese. They're going to test her. They go right at her.
Yeah, she can't cover her the way that she would typically cover her.
Did a great job staying straight up.
Really nice defensive play there.
Remember, she hasn't fouled out of a game in her WNBA career yet. Seconds on the shot clock. Evans, 4-3, knocks it down. She has come alive off the bench.
Wow, that was pretty deep, but Not an easy shot. She just pulled up with confidence.
12 points for Evans and 3 of 4 from 3. She is savoring this spot as a super sub here today. 6 to shoot. Mitchell driving, gets it to drop.
Yeah, that's what Kelsey Mitchell has been able to do throughout this game. She finds a way to get into the teeth of the defense.
Just about at her average now. She's at 16 points. Evans once again can't get it. Fighting for the loose ball. Fever come down with it. Clark up ahead to Mitchell. Tough pass to handle.
Just a little bit of a forced pass. Of course, Clark was doing pretty well there.
3 turnovers for Clark. Mabry in and out. Tight rims for the Sky. So 2 of the rookies we have our eyes on. Clark and Reese scoreless. Both of them scoreless this quarter. Clark penetrating, finding Boston. All kinds of traffic. Mabry on the move. Here's Carter. So good in the fast break. We have a 10-0 advantage in the paint in the fourth quarter. And also you were noticing the rebounding edge and the Fever are kind of evening that up in that category.
Close the gap. I think that's been really pivotal because the Sky were out rebounding Indiana in the first half by a landslide. So a good job from Indiana. Just rebounding better, both offensively and defensively.
Cardoso commits her 4th personal. And 3:10 left to play in this one. Indiana, at least in the fourth quarter, an 8-3 rebounding advantage. Clark pulls, fires, hits, 4-3.
A leaner to her left. She needed that one.
That ties the largest lead of the game at +7. Sky got to look for a response. Reese beating Carter, who gets knocked in the face by Mitchell. Both teams in the bonus. Next team foul will send them to the free throw line. Conditioning from the first game when she debuted on this floor on June 1st. Getting a feel for what this play is like, what the pro level is like, and an emphasis on trying to get her the basketball today.
Yeah, they said she's going to get the ball. And she draws attention, and she's really good at passing out of that attention.
Out of the turnover, here comes Evans. Sky looking to make a push and a comeback. Cardoso, there's your touch, and there's your bucket.
And that came from Reese, you notice at the top of the key, where she had a really nice angle, used the bounce pass, which was the perfect placement of the pass into Cardoso.
A double-double for Cardoso, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And a career high in rebounds, her first career double-double of her WNBA career. Smith whistled for the no. Caitlin Clark with a push-off.
Yeah, she does push off.
And the Fever have committed 5 turnovers in this quarter. Mabry penetrating off the glass. Mitchell. Clark being defended by Carter. Post feed. Boston. Oh, beats the clock. Wow. The shot clock sat at 0. Here comes Reese, splitting the difference. Equally of a tough shot. Her first points of the second half.
Wow, what a sequence of plays here, Lisa. Some toughness we're seeing in the lane.
Boston again gets her own miss. Someone forgot about Smith. Someone forgot about Smith. The Fever make the Sky pay.
Reiterate here is a WNBA rule this year.
One of the new rules created, but an added advantage for these coaches.
And also for offense to advance it.
Do the Sky need a three here?
I say if you have it, you take it. If you're a three-point shooter, you take it, but you can take a two here and then foul immediately. He doesn't have to be. But you gotta move.
Mabry takes the three short. And Clark with another rebound. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and Dana Evans is forced to stop the clock with 18.7 seconds. Fever in the bonus. Clark will get 2 free throws.
I mean, I understand why they took the three. I mean, Mabry's a great shooter. She had some sort of window there. Couldn't knock it down. And Clark has come up with some big free throws here.
Chicago. This will be the reset timeout. And it allows Chicago to advance the basketball, I believe. We'll check here. Eric Bruton has stepped up to hit 3 of them here today. Evans took a peek. She'll pull. Not there. The tip, loose ball. Mitchell has it. Mitchell chases it down. And Cardoso has to foul.